Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're logged in from. My name is Joe Jaglal. I am in Toronto, Canada. Many a times I will come on and I will speak locally to people in my area. But in this Facebook Live, I ask if we can share this live because this, in particular, it encompasses everybody all around the world because we're going to talk about Guyana, Mahaica, Meadows, and Guyana. Yes, it is the exciting new development happening in Guyana currently. So we're going to talk about that. I want to give you some information, but I want you to help me also if we can be able to share it as much as we can, because you may have brothers and sisters and friends in different parts of the world who will love to have this information and know about Guyana. And I'm going to tell you a story of mine, why I am so excited about it also. Pandit Kamraji, Namaste Bhaiya, welcome. Merlin, thank you so much. All of us, help share it so we can help somebody on this live. And in less than a minute, I will begin and I'm going to share with you some exciting, yes, you've seen this logo. It's all about Mahaica Meadows in Guyana. And I thought of coming on and giving you some informal. This is going to be totally informal this evening, but it will give you a lot of information. And Pradeep, thank you, brother, for logging in. And I will give you much needed information that will help you to make some decisions, information that will help maybe your friends or somebody's looking in that direction, that will help them also. You do not have to be a Guyanese to hear about this, to learn about it, and to know about it. Sabo, thank you. Hemati, thank you so much, all of you, for logging in. So yes, please share this live for me, because this is going to be very informal but very informative. If you can do that, I will really appreciate it. What am I talking about this evening? You know, most of the times you see me coming on live and I talk about social work. I talk about all my community work. I encourage people to help organizations. Well, today, as I'm talking to you, I want to let you know, maybe you do know, you have heard of Mahaica Meadows, the newest subdivision in Guyana of gated and ungated lots or community in Guyana. And so I want to talk to you about that. If you have ever had the desire that you would like to go to live back in Guyana, if you are in Guyana and you want to have somewhere, not in Georgetown itself, but not out far away in Georgetown, then Mahaica Meadows, it's for you. It's nestled right at Mahaica. In fact, it is exactly at the Unity Junction. If you know Unity Junction, you know where it is. If you don't, you can go on Google and put in Unity Junction. And it is right next to KK gas station. And this is the newest subdivision done by a Canadian developer, a Canadian company. And it entails more than 270 acres of prime land. Yes, you've heard me right. 270 acres of prime land. And this whole subdivision, if you think about it, understand what 270 acres is or are. And it will encompass gas station, car wash, it will have food stores, grocery stores, it will have a mall, it will have commercial buildings, medical buildings. It will also have 3 banquet halls that will take care of at least 1,000 people. Then it will have some townhomes and those will be for rental purposes. It will have 3 sections of a gated community, and then there are sections of ungated community, and then there's going to be industrial and warehousing. Just to give you an idea as to the magnitude of what it is. And this it is right along the current road. And if any one of you know where the highway will start at the Unity Junction and go straight into Sheriff Street in Guyana, well, right at Unity Junction, this is where this project is. And yes, it is by a Canadian developer. It's a Canadian developer. Currently, there is a Canadian company right now, Digeris Engineering and Construction, who are clearing the land. And they've been there a couple of months working. In fact, just because understanding timeline and commitments, they've had added 2 shifts. It's 2 shifts that they're working on. If you pass by, maybe if you enjoy in that area and you pass by right now, you may see big floodlights where they're working 2 shifts to clear the land to meet deadlines. And that is very important to our Canadian developer, the owner, the builder in Canada, because for those of us who live in North America, we understand what it is when you say, I want this to be done today. Can you promise it will be done? Yes, and they work towards it. The one thing that is sometimes against us in Guyana is rainfall, because we're talking about land. But everything is on schedule. We have, our Canadian developer has recruited architects, structural engineer, interior designers, electrical engineer. These are all companies that are part of this team under Mahaica Meadows to bring for you the latest innovation of comfort living in your dream home. And in total, just for you to know, brothers and sisters, friends, that it will have 727 lots that are available for sale. Available so that you and I can enjoy a piece of Guyana. Out of that, 417 are gated lots and 278 are non-gated lots. And along with that, 32 industrial lots will be available. Imagine somebody can have their industrial lot with their business and they live in the subdivision. And then on the other end, you can have your grocery, you can have your gas, you can wash your car, you can have restaurants, you can go to a mall, so many things. And I like the vision of the owners of this subdivision, the Ramkisoon family. I love their vision of making sure that if you live in that subdivision of over 700 lots, then you don't have to go an hour away to get your groceries or anything that is needed, right? So he is trying to create a wonderful experience. And where did this all started? We know that the president of Guyana made a clarion call to those in Guyana and out of Guyana, all Guyanese, and say, under the umbrella of one Guyana, those of us who can, let us pull our shoulders, put our hands together, and let's work towards building Guyana. Now, the builders in Guyana, they're business people. They do have businesses. He is in the custom building department or building homes in Canada here. And currently building a 7-story building in one city. Have done a lot of custom building homes. And then they thought of it and they says, and they've got many pieces of land in Guyana. And they said, well, how about we make it our vision also of being part of the vision of the president. And at the same time, we will have our luxurious home in the subdivision in Guyana. So then it started, and they worked and they worked and they worked, and they created some beautiful houses. You have seen this flyer. I'm sure you have seen it all over the place. And when you look at some of those homes, my friends, they are not cookie cutters at all. In fact, there are 27 model homes. 27 model homes that this company, Mahaica Meadows, have. And out of these 24 model homes, what is happening is you can choose any one of those. And you can choose that home anywhere from 2,500 square feet up to 600 square feet. 6,000 square feet, sorry, up to 6,000 square feet. But you're probably saying, Joe, what about the size of the land? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the size of the indicated community, it's 72 feet wide by 110 feet. 72. We know in North America, when you see a piece of land, a house that is on a piece of land saying 45 feet wide, oh wow, that's big, that's good, that's nice. Well, this is 72. You can put a 6,000 square foot home in there, beautiful, awesome. But then you can put a 2,500. And the nice thing about it, what this builder also allows, is that you can change the interior design to suit yourself. You can change it to suit yourself at no extra cost. So I love the concept. I love the people who are behind the management company that is behind this concept. And one of the things that he stressed when I was speaking with him is that, Mr. Jaglal, what is important to me is that I deliver what I promise. And how can he deliver what he promised? He can do so by recruiting and employing companies that will fit within the schedule and the guidelines of performance. Yes, he's looking for North American performance of companies, and companies that would not make excuses. DeGeris is one of the first companies that have been in there. And the owner of DeGeris, Mr. Dwarka Singh, from Ontario, Canada, with him and his staff and his people clearing the land, understands what it is to meet deadlines. And as such, like I told you, there are 2 shifts running. And so in this subdivision, you and I can have our dream home. We can, I'll be honest with you. Let me get off topic a little bit, and let me tell you. Me neighbor Stringberry, Guyana, man. Me ain't know about tell you this, but I came to Canada over 40 years ago. And as much I thank Canada for giving me a life, me neighbor Stringberry, Guyana, I am still a Guyanese. And I long for the time when I long for the time when, if I can be able to go back and live in Guyana. What was big for me was security. Security. And if security is big for you, give me a heart right now. Tell me that is big for you. Give me a heart so I can know that we're all on the same page. So, security was big for me. Who to trust, where to go, what to do, affordability, and so many other things. And when this company came into play, and I analyzed the situation, and I look and see that if I can have a house in the gated section of this, sorry, my friend, every now and then a call is coming in, I have to cut it off. If I can have a property, something I can call home, it's not in Georgetown, it's not Wayne Berbice, because I'm from Berbice, but it's somewhere central where I can, in a stone throw away, I can be in Georgetown, I can be in Berbice with the bridges, with everything that's happening. But at the same time, it is in an area that that there is security. Security, convenience, medical, education, every other thing should be surrounded there. And another thing that's important to me is that the owners of this subdivision is making his prime residence right there in this community, in the center of it. So if he is investing it, that gives me a certain reassurance. So we have 27 model homes. When I say we, I'm talking about we Mahaica Meadows, not me per se, but Mahaica Meadows. And brothers and sisters, if you go on www.mahaicameadows.com, you will be able to see all of these homes, right? But if you take a look, these are some of the model homes that are going to be in that subdivision. Look, I'm just glancing it so you can have an idea of what these homes are. And you can tailor any one of these homes. Yes, some of them are up to 6,000 square feet, but you can get it from 2005 going all the way up. Look at that. Look at these designs. And they made sure, I love this one. This is the one I love, Georgetown. And they make sure that each one of them will be unique and it's not a cookie cutter. Not following any of the other subdivision, but bringing forth some unique design, because this is luxurious living. Yes, luxurious living at its best. And it goes on, and I wouldn't be able to go through all of them, but there's 27 designs here for us all to enjoy. And in choosing these designs, oh gosh, here's another good thing, and I get excited when I talk about these. This builder is allowing us all to purchase the land. Purchase the land alone, and then you have the option of building with him one of these 27 homes, or you can have your own builder and build on the land. Talk about options, right? Talk about giving you a chance to build at your pace. So right now, the builder is working in selling the land. Just to give you a timeline as to what's happening. But before I do that, within this whole subdivision also, the builder is leaving at least close to 6 acres, 2 areas of land that is going to be public space. Public space that basically it's like whether it's if the government wants us to put a mall, to put a cricket ground, to put a volleyball, sports, whatever they want to put, or a park, yes, all of that can be in those public green space. So and Mahaica Meadows head office and the building showroom will be on that location on site. Like I said, there's going to be a shopping mall, grocery stores, restaurant, gas station, medical building, and in the industrial section, there will be warehousing and so many other things. So here is a timeline of Razia, thank you for logging in. Derek Sohel, thank you so much, brother, for watching and being part of this. I ask everyone, please help me share the live, because you may not be interested, but if you can help me by sharing it, so this information will be passed to somebody around the world, one of your friends who are probably looking for a prime location at a good, excellent price that they can grab, and at the same time with safety and security, and that is Mahaica Meadows. So right now the land is being cleared, trees are being removed, and by the 3rd quarter of this year, all of that will be finished. Then we move to the next phase of grading and building the roads and putting in the culvert and every other thing necessary to make sure that that begins in the 4th quarter of this year, and by the second half of next year, road work should be completed. All the roads plotted out in that beautiful subdivision will all be ready. And then when that's done, by the end of next year, drainage and water lines and other utilities, electrical, and every other thing that is needed for you to build, that will be ready by the fourth quarter of 2025. And why am I giving you these dates and deadlines? Because we're working towards them. And so far we are on schedule. House construction begins in the first quarter of 2026. And that is house construction where we construct, we meaning Mahaica Meadows, or you get your own contractor and you start to construct. Of course, there's going to be guidelines because you're working within the framework of Mahaica Meadows, and you want to make sure that it is within standards also, right? So we are right now on the, Guyana. All of us, I don't have to tell you about Guyana. I don't have to tell you about the growth of Guyana. I don't have to tell you about how much you and I can also profit as much as we are part of the president's one vision, one Guyana vision. And we're going back. We're investing money to help Guyana. At the same time, what it will do for you as a landowner, what it will do for you as a homeowner in Guyana. One person says to me, Joe, way back when one of the subdivisions started in Guyana at that time, man, I was able to buy it for approximately $200,000, house and land. And he said last year he went back. He went back to Guyana. He went in that same subdivision trying to purchase something. And the one that he wanted, I'm not sure if it was private, somebody's trying to sell it, but it was $700,000 US. 700,000. So right now, to purchase a lot at Mahaica Meadows, the gated section 72 by 110, the ungated section 52 by 100. And you can still purchase at the ungated section at an incredible low price of 1,000 Guyana dollar per square foot. That brings it up to approximately 5.1 million Guyana dollar. And yes, you can make your payments because we are selling all around the world. You can make your payments through in US dollars, in Canadian dollars, or in Guyana dollars. And people do have the builders of this project allows people to have a cooling off period where you have your contracts, you go through your lawyers, and you make a staggered payment all the way through. And listen, if you need to have more information, we are going to post it. I'm going to ask Shivani to post it online for me, our email address, or you can send me an email, joejaglal@gmail.com. Any information you want, send me at joejaglal@gmail.com, and I will send you a package that you can go over with. It doesn't matter what part in the world you are, and we can be able to connect, right? We have two phone numbers that you can call. One is a Guyana number, 592-644-6877 or 289-684-4663. I'll give these numbers later on, or any one of you can call me. You can WhatsApp me 416-464-3338. You want to get in. Now, here's what you and I know. Many people, they wait until something gets overpriced and they want the comfort level to know when it's overpriced. Oh my God, everybody buying. Yes, the prices are going up. Let's get in. But by the time it gets to the tail end of it, you're buying at a higher price. When is the time that you get in at an opportunity? Is when it started, when the prices are low. And that's where we're at right now. In the gated section, there are three prices because there's three sections of gated community. And it begins at $1,300 a square foot, $1,400 a square foot, and $1,600 a square foot. And that is way less than the competition as they are selling in Guyana. Our lot size in comparison also is bigger than most of them in Guyana. The lot will come when you get your transport. Your lot will be ready. It will have a road. You'll have the road. The culvert will be done. Water line will be to your lot. Electrical line will be to your lot, ready for the builder to start build, whether it is your builder or Mahaica Meadows builder. And as you go through, when you ask questions, you're going to find that the comfort level is there. And that's what gave me the comfort to say that as I go through and I ask the same sort of questions as you would be asking, and the payments are staggered. And when you get your transport, that's when the final payment is being done, so that the last payment is handed to you, and the lawyer, you work with the lawyers, and your transport is handed to you. When the transport is handed to you, brothers and sisters, you have a piece of land that you now own. You can do what you want, meaning you can build, you can keep, you can sell and make a profit. And I can tell you that definitely you will be making profit. All of us know the trajectory, what's happening in Guyana right now. Every one of us know. We've seen just prior to the last elections where land price was. Don't go too far off. Just go prior to the last elections, when people were begging, hey, take my piece of land. I'll give you at a good price. Now, you can, our VP, Vice President, was in Canada the other day, and in his business meeting, he was talking about that it is hard to find public land in Guyana. It is hard to find public land. And they are getting land prepared to give house lots to people. So for those of you who want to have something of your own, oh my God, Mahaica Meadows is the place to be. Now, if you're not, hey Elaine, good afternoon there. Nice for you to log in with us. If you can, let's just say you're thinking, should I, could I, would I, what if I do, what if I don't? Man, I don't know if I want to go back to Guyana. Here's the other thing that I've seen happening. A lot of people are looking at Guyana as an investment hub also. You may not want to go live in Guyana, but you have a chunk of money that you want to invest. You want to invest in that, in real estate in Guyana or somewhere in the world where it will yield for you a good return. Consider Guyana. Consider Mahaica Meadows. I'm not telling you what to, I'm just saying for you to consider it, because you know your life, you know your today and what you want for your tomorrow. The other thing is, for me, I know that if something goes wrong with me and I'm not around, but my son and my daughter shows an interest and they would love to have it. And this, my, whatever property I'm going to have in Guyana, it will be to hand down to my children. And that's what excites me also. Now, there are some people who doesn't want in the gated community. They want in the ungated community. And it is $5 million. You can't get anything cheaper than that in a subdivision prime location of 52 feet by 100 feet. Just over $5 million. Some people are buying more than one lot because they want to sell the second one to make a profit later on, or they want to buy and keep. We find, and I'm telling you that as I take a look at Mahaica Meadows, we find families are coming together and they're buying next to each other. So that when they go back also, families and or friends, not necessarily families alone, that they can be next to each other. Sometimes you're not going to all be there at the same time. Here's the other thing, brothers and sisters. You can have the same sort of home as, hi Natasha, Thank you for logging in with us. When you get in Guyana, the homes that are going to be built there will be of North American standards. Yes, you can have drywalls in your home, just like in Canada and the United States. You can have central air if you want, just like North America and everywhere else. Or you can have those inserted AC in every room. Also, there are options, many options: granite, quartz, imported kitchens. You can also have solar system for you to help you in your cost, in reducing your cost. And solar systems, whatever you don't use will go back to the grid and you can make some money too. Oh my God, the possibilities are endless. So, yes, you can go to our website, mahaicameadows.com, and you'll be able to have all the different. Hey, Mira, thank you so much for logging in. Almel, thank you so much. Thank you all. There's so much information at our website, right? You can email me, joejaglal@gmail.com, and I can be able to send you one of these information package. Take your time, go through it. What I do not promise you is that the prices that it is right now will remain by the time when you are ready. Okay, but you're able to lock in your lots right now, and you'll be able to have staggered payments from now until when you get your transport. And then you may ask another question, Joe, when are we going to have transport? Well, these are all new transported lots, okay? So it takes a little bit longer with the government authorities, but we are anticipating just over a year. But by then, if you take a look, that you cannot start build anytime before the first quarter of 2026. So we have time. Right? There's approximately about 70%, 60-70% of staggered payments that you'll make towards the land. And the land is the smallest cost. And then you're going to stop and wait, and the final payment will be made when you get your transport. Okay? Derek, this is for you, Derek. You should be able to go and have one of these in Guyana, brother. Yes, Hiralal, thank you so much, brother. And so all of you, if you have any interest, maybe you don't have an interest, but you would like some information to see whether the interest is there, whether it's feasible for you to make an investment in Guyana so that you could probably sell back and make a good return. Listen, go back in history, and it is hard to find a piece of land in Guyana that was bought maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and that they cannot sell back now and make a profit, especially with where Guyana is right now and what is happening. Land and housing is very, very scarce in Guyana, brothers and sisters. And this Mahaica Meadows, the builder, the owner, has allowed us. And where is Mahaica Meadows again? It is at the Unity Junction, right next to KK gas station. Unity Junction. If you go on Google and you type KK gas station Guyana, it comes up. If you type Unity Junction, it comes up. And from that Unity Junction, going to Georgetown, the road goes zigzag, all the way different, and people speed, you lose time. Well, from the Unity Junction, the new 4-lane highway is going to go straight to Sheriff Street in Georgetown. So we are positioned at an ideal location. And then, what is it, 25 minutes away from Georgetown after that, and you're right next to everything. You can head into Georgetown and head back, do your business and get back, whatever it has to be, right? But grab these lots, brothers and sisters. We have lots available both in the gated community and in the ungated community, right? And these lots are going at ridiculous low price. grab them now before they go up. Because when they go up, if they go up, let's just say when the lots go up 30, 40%, just by it going up, you're making a 30, 40% increase, right? And then some people are buying more than one lot. Great information about this amazing development. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Radha. Thank you so very much. It is an amazing development indeed. That's the right word that you have used there, because to many who have been watching Guyana and looking at what is possible in Guyana, then you know that this is, and I implore all of you, take the information, go on the website, mahaicameadows.com, go on the website and scrutinize all the information, ask all the questions. What I ask you not to do, watch out for trolls on Facebook. Watch out for the trolls on Facebook. And don't listen to people who haven't done anything. So Derek is asking, how can I buy a lot in Guyana? Excellent question, Derek. If you are interested in buying one of these lots, it doesn't matter if you're in England, if you're in the Caribbean, if you're in the United States, Canada, wherever you're at, you can still purchase. Do I have to be a Guyanese to purchase these lots? No, you don't have to, right? When you call our office, they'll give you more information. But how can I buy a lot in Guyana? What you do, you can reach out to us. The process of buying a lot is online at www.mahaicameadows.com. Or you can email me, joejaglal@gmail.com. What I will do, I will send you out a package that gives you the earth view, that gives your location, that gives you our website, that gives you information about the owner of the project, gives you information about all the model homes and everything else. And also what will be in that package is something called a worksheet. This worksheet is what you fill out. The first step is for you to take a look at our subdivision. You're going to have a live map as to what is available and what's not available. You will be able to put your lot in there. I want lot 58, section C. Send it off. If the lot is not sold, yes, it's reserved for you. You get 7 days to make your initial deposit, and then your contract, the office will send you your contract where you're able to take it and go to your lawyer and go through and scrutinize. That is the beginning process of purchasing and reserving one of these prime lots, these locations in Guyana. Again, it is at the Unity Junction next to KK gas station, over 270 acres of prime lots. That involves 417 gated houses and 278 ungated. And then we have 32 industrial lots that are going to be part of this. So just for you to know that, again, we talk about the options. There are options. You can choose over 27 customized house lots. And there's ungated and gated. There's going to be gas station, grocery stores, restaurants, plazas, banquet halls, medical buildings, all in that same location there. Everything will be there. And you can start building your house in 2026. So, excuse me, you don't have to wait too long. You can start building with this developer, start designing. Once you get your land, you can start designing your house what you want. Yeah, so that when the land is ready, you can be one of the first to build your home in there. And another thing I want to let you know, what is security? What are we talking about security? Well, it'll be high fences as a secured area. And the specific locations of coming into that subdivision will be manned by 24 hours guard. Guards will be there. Guards will be traveling around. Anyone who comes into the gated section, they just can't come in like that. You have to call in to the front gate and let them know that you have Joe Jaglal, your friend, is coming to visit you. Or when they come there, and we have to get a confirmation from you first before we allow any one of these people to go in, right? And then with a lot of people, they have their own security cameras too. You can be in North America here and monitor your property in Guyana, right? So the possibilities are endless, everybody. Ronald, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for locked on. So all of us, help me. I think I'm going to close here for now. I've given you enough information necessary to tickle your brain so you can, maybe you haven't seen or heard about Mahaica Meadows. We haven't done too much work, but we've sold quite a bit of the land. We've had a soft launch in Canada. Just want you to know, our Guyanese brothers and sisters, hear me out right now. We are coming to Guyana. Yes, we are coming to Guyana in August. The entire team at the head office in Canada here, they're coming to Guyana to be part of the International Building Expo. Yes, I'm going to tell you what booths that you'll be able to see us in. We ask you to come and see us there. Talk to us. We can answer all of your questions. We will also be at the location in Mahaica at the Unity Junction. We'll be there some of the days. Not sure on the timing because I know those but the trade shows go all the way to 9 o'clock in the night. And then we have to get back in Canada to be part of another show in Canada also, right? So, but just for you to know that these opportunities, brothers and sisters, do not last long. If you want to pay in Canadian dollars, we've locked in a rate that it would not fluctuate on you. If you want to pay in US dollars, our rate has been locked in that it would not fluctuate on you. If you want to pay in Guyana dollars, yes, you'll get all the information and you'll be able to deposit in Guyana. So our team of people is here to help you, to get you going. 2 numbers that you can call: 289-684-4663 or 592-644-6877. Yes, Derek, people can reserve their lots at the expo. Once we are there, they can reserve their lots, they can buy their lots. But if you want to make sure that, because you may come at the expo and the lot that you want is gone, so you can reach out to us now where we can reserve those for you. www.mahaicameadows.com, or you can email us at info@mahaicameadows.com. You can email me, joejaglal@gmail.com. I'll send you all packages, or you can call me 416-464-3338. And just like me taking advantage of this project and this opportunity, why I'm here tonight sitting to you is to allow you to take the same advantage as I have taken advantage of this. Yes, so we'll be at the Mahaica Meadows is saying that we'll be at the Guyana International Expo, August 8th to the 11th. And you can come and check us out there. You'll be able to meet all of us. You'll be able to meet the owners, the developers. You'll be able to meet the company, Digeris, who's currently working there right now, doing a phenomenal job in Guyana, making us look good to meet all deadlines. Thank you so much, Dwarka. Thank you for all that you do for Mahaica Meadows in Guyana right now. So, friends all, I hope that I've whet your appetite a little bit. I ask you to help us share this live. share it so that others can be able to have the same opportunity that you and I have. Next week or the following week, I will come back to you. We'll do it more of a formal presentation. Today's informal because I just want to sit with you on a one-on-one. I want to just chat with you and give you some information from my heart to your heart based on what got me excited. And maybe it's the same thing that will get you excited. You know, we've seen all the way through in my career, in my history, I've seen all the way through where after 3, 4, 5 years, many people say, man, if I only had listened to you. Or, wow, if I had bought land then, look what would have happened to my family today. We would have made a killing. That's how we talk loosely, right? I'm not sure if this is your first opportunity or your last opportunity. You decide, brothers and sisters. But I thank you for this moment. Again, www.mahaicameadows.com. Email at info@mahaicameadows.com, or you can call me or email me, joejaglal@gmail.com. Let's get the information into your hands. Fair? Once the information is in your hands, then you decide, yay or nay. Because when you decide and you make a decision, then you have nothing to regret about. Either you identify an opportunity or you say, no, I will let it pass this time. The other thing that we ask you to do is to share the live, or if you hear of somebody who's interested, a lot of people wants to go back and live in Guyana or have a second home where they're able to go back. A lot of people. You and I, we know of a lot of people who are doing it this way. So share the information, pass the information down to them, pass my number down to them, and let them reach out to us. If these people are in Guyana, they can always WhatsApp us. Everything, as far as a lot of business people will tell you, lots of things are done on WhatsApp in Guyana, right? Because still people remotely do not have emails, some of them. But WhatsApp, everybody have a phone, they have a WhatsApp, right? So help us so that together we can all make Guyana a beautiful, better country with one Guyana under the president's vision. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate this time. And I've been with you a good 45 minutes now. I hope this information is something that will help you. But do not give up this opportunity to be part of Mahaica Meadows. And as Guyana grow, let us grow with Guyana, so that for the next generation to come, we can all make this world a better place financially for our next generation, our children also. Because God knows, you know, in Canada and America, we said, can a child own a home right now? And you know where prices are. But the same talk will happen in Guyana later on. You know, they said, how can a youth buy a house in Guyana? Based on where the prices are. I've heard of rental for 2-bedroom apartments are going like $3,500 US. Now here's another thing. You can build your home and you can rent it out, short-term, long-term rental, because we know the type of people going into Guyana and the amount of housing that is needed in Guyana. You can rent your property, and that will yield for you a good income. Think about it. Just a thought for you to ponder on so you can make money. All right. Thank you, Bako. Thank you, Mr. Ramkisoon. Thank you, everybody, for being part. We will talk back again soon. Remember, reach out to me, joejaglal@gmail.com, if you need any information, or www.mahaicameadows.com. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.